guys, it's Big D and I'm coming at you with another video. Today's topic is about forgiveness. Huge topic in my opinion. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So forgiveness. Forgiveness is a huge thing. You really need to learn that forgiveness is a big factor in your life, and you must forgive someone at least one point in your life. You know, everybody forgives at least one point in life, and from what I see, everybody forgives someone at least one point in their life. And if you don't, you're a cold, heartless person in my opinion. You gotta forgive someone, because everybody makes mistakes. As human beings, we make mistakes. And in my philosophy, I don't forgive someone just once. I don't forgive someone just twice, or 3 times, or 4 times. I will forgive a person as many times as I think they need to be forgiven. You know, if that means I should forgive them 100 times, I'll forgive them 100 times. But at the same time, you know, don't think that I forgive someone and I'm like, oh, it's okay, man, here, let me have a hug, let's be friends, let's be the bestest of friends. No, I don't think that way. I think I'm gonna forgive you, and I've forgiven you 100 times. Maybe you shouldn't be a part of my life, and maybe you should just go away. But forgiveness is a huge factor. You know, I've seen people who do something, you know, on accident, and then the person, the victim, gets really mad at him and says, get the heck out. You know, I don't need you. Get the heck out of my life. You know, you're not forgiven. I don't need you. Goodbye. And then the person who did the thing on accident, you know, they even said, my bad, dude. It was an accident. I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean it. And they really mean that they're sorry. You know, it's not just, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. So, no, they really mean that they're sorry. And it's like, you know, just forgive them, you know, because if you're not going to forgive them, you're going to think about it later. I do. If I don't forgive someone, I'm going to think about it later and be like, well, that person doesn't need that grudge, and I don't need this feeling of sadness that I didn't forgive that person. You know, if someone really, truly means that they're sorry, forgive them. You know, you can hear it in their voices half the time. You know, if someone pushes you or someone, you know, accidentally slaps you and they go, you know, you can hear it. It's like that kind of laughter. It's like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Oh, I'm so sorry. And they keep on saying it and they have that voice where they're like, they actually mean it. Just be like, it's okay. I forgive you, dude. It's all right. You know, because if you don't, you know, there are some cases where someone does something really bad to someone and that person doesn't forgive them for doing the wrong thing. And they get very sad, and they have that, you know, feeling of regret and the feeling of depression and all that stuff. And then even in some cases, it gets super bad. You know, some person might cut themselves, you know, because they have that feeling of depression. It's like, I shouldn't have done it. Which they shouldn't have, but it's like, you know, if they would have just got that sense of forgiveness, they would have been so much better. Because, you know, people cut themselves because they do the wrong things and they make the mistakes, you know. Or in the most extremist of cases, they will eventually might even try and kill themselves. You know, it's happened before where someone did something really bad and they felt super bad for it. And then they just go ahead and either overdose on some type of pill or cut a major artery and, you know, they die, or they might even hang themselves. I don't know, just some kind of suicide. They might just commit suicide. You know what I'm saying? So my thing here, what I'm trying to tell you is that forgiveness is something you need to do and to think a lot more, because I know I get mad a lot. You know, people do really bad things to me. And it's not like you have to forgive that person right away. Someone gets really mad at you and says the wrong thing to you, and you get all mad. You know, you just have to calm down, just get away from the situation, and then think about it. And then maybe the next day or the next week or whenever you see them, just be like, yo, man, I didn't like what you said, or I didn't like what you did to that person or me. You know, and I didn't think it was right at the time, and I still don't think it's right. You know, but you know, if you're sorry or not, you know, I forgive you. You know, you can take it how you want it, but I forgive you. You know, just remember that, you know, I'm not going to be your friend. I'm not going to be your buddy, but I do forgive you, and just try not to do it again. Because if you do it again, I'm going to forgive you, but there could be consequences in the future. I'm not saying beat that person up or talk back to that person. Just there could be some consequences in the future that could really result in a bad situation. You know, it's not like, you know, a lot of times though, I'm such a nice guy, in my opinion, that I forgive someone and I don't do anything, you know. I don't do anything, you know. I might gossip about him and be like, well, he did that to me, he did that to me. But I will never go up to that person and start punching at him or just start, like, saying mean things to him, because that shouldn't happen. I mean, me, I have that, you know, integrity, and I have bad integrity. I'm going to tell you that. I have bad integrity. You know, I am a person who, you know, it's not saying I like everybody, but I don't hate anyone. And hating is such a strong word. And you should never, in my opinion, I never hate anyone. You should never hate anyone, because hating is such a bad thing. But we'll get that in another video. But it's like, you know, just forgive the person for what they, you know, any wrongdoings they do to you. Because if you don't, you know, something could really happen, and then, like, that could just, like, down spiral, you know. You don't forgive them, you say mean things back to them instead of forgiving them, or, you know, trying to calm them down or do anything, or do something like that. But instead, you just say mean things, and you just go on and on and on and on and on, saying you're stupid, you know, you're freaking dumb, dude. Why do you do that? And, you know, you punch them and you beat them up or whatever. That could just create a downward spiral from the guy or the girl who started talking back to you first. You know, that could just create a downward spiral. They could just be going down and down and down and down and down and down. From talking back to you, to hitting someone else, to cutting themselves because they feel so bad about it now, later on in the year, to eventually maybe committing suicide, you know. It happens. I've seen it. You know, I haven't seen it in my eyes, but I've seen people do it on, like, the internet. I've seen stories, I've read stories where people die because they felt so bad from what they did in their early years that they just kill themselves because of it, because they have so much regret, you know. So the main thing I'm trying to tell you is, like, forgiveness is a huge thing. Now, I was probably rambling on, and, you know, probably got off topic a little bit, but it's like, forgiveness is a huge thing. You know, keep it in your mind that, you know, forgiveness, the word forgiveness, forgive them for what they do wrong to you. You know, as humans, we make mistakes more than once. You know, I hate when someone, like, they say one mistake and you're done. You know, you're off. Like, especially sports. One mistake and you're done. You know, especially, like, high school sports, you know. You do that one mistake and you're done. And I know that's, like, it puts a lot of pressure on someone, and it does that. And it's like, you know, it's hard because, like, as humans, we make more than one mistake. We make many mistakes a day. We make, like, over, I don't know, a lot of mistakes a day, you know. And it's hard not to half the time, because we don't even know we're making mistakes half the time until we do it, you know. And it's hard to think that we, you know, sorry, that was my screen. But it's like, as humans, you know, we make more than one mistake a day. We make over 10 mistakes, maybe even 20, I don't know. But we make a lot of mistakes today, And as other humans, we're supposed to forgive those people for making mistakes, you know, that they did to other people, you know. Just forgive someone who does wrong to you, but I'm not saying they have to be your friend after. Just remember that forgiveness is a huge thing. Don't forget about it. Think about it every day. You know, if someone does wrong to you, forgive them. I keep saying that over and over in the video again, but that's what I think you should do. But that's going to be the end of the video, guys. I'm not saying I'm going to change your life and that you should, you know, take my advice. I'm saying take my advice with a grain of salt. Take it how you want it, you know. I'm not here to change your life in a big way. Unless you want it like that, then take it like that. Or if you want it, you know, like a grain of salt, you know, take it how you want it, man. So that's going to be the end of the video. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, favorite, and subscribe if you wanted to. It has been your boy, Big D, your motivational speaker for today. And I'm out. See you guys later.